Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a flip through of my April 2020 bullet journal setup. As all of you know, things have been a little crazy lately. I've been trying to keep myself busier than usual to help distract from the outside world. I didn't get to go to the in-person DNRS seminar in Canada like I planned, but I did spend a week redoing the online course that I did in November. It's amazing how great I feel after that little refresher. I also just finished the Quarantine Art Challenge a couple of days ago, which was really fun and pushed me outside my comfort zone to paint things I never would have painted on my own. And on top of all of that, as of Monday, I'm also trying to balance my job as a now online teaching assistant. Instead of saying what I teach, I am now having to type it all out through these online discussion threads. I love still being able to do my job, but man, it takes a lot more time. I'm sure several of you have also felt the pressure of all of the change that has come with this coronavirus situation, and that's why I wanted to make the theme for this month really bright and happy. Whenever I think of joy, I think of the color yellow, and I also really adore honeybees and think that they're one of the coolest and most important creatures to our ecosystem. I originally thought that doing a honeybee spread would be really difficult just because it's a lot different than the spreads I've done before, but it turned out to be really easy. One of the easiest spreads I've actually ever done. For the first page of the month, I used a light box to trace the image of a bee onto my journal, and then I went in with watercolor, trying my best to make it look a little bit more abstract. This quote is not only punny, but it also reminds me that positivity is crucial to my limbic system recovery. Especially with all of the things that are happening in this world, it's important to surround myself with positive things. For the cover page, I did a pattern of honeycomb, daisies, and bees flying around. This is all done in watercolor except for the lettering, which I did with my Prismacolor brush pen and Micron Pigma black pen. I chose daisies over sunflowers to add a little bit more dimension to this first page. For the important dates page, I kept it pretty simple. Using washi tape is a great way to add color and substance to your bullet journal without having a lot of time or drawing and painting. The bees were also extremely easy to draw. I think it took me about 2 whole minutes to draw and color them all, and I just used my thin-tipped black pen and markers to achieve that look. And as you can see, my month is going to be full of Zoom sessions, as I'm sure many of you can relate to. But I'm grateful that at least we live in a world where we have the technology to make virtual learning and working from home possible. For the mood tracker, I drew a beehive with a few honeybees buzzing around the outside. I'm planning to use each section to represent 3 different days. I've done the first 3 here, but you can kind of imagine what it's going to look like by the end of the month. I used my Crayola Super Tip markers to create these really thin stripes, and I chose to go with marker just because it's a little bit quicker than watercolor, and this month I need to be a little bit more efficient with my time. I absolutely love how the habit tracker turned out for this month. The habits I chose to include my practice for DNRS, my DNRS journal, exercise, Instagram, and YouTube. I love habit trackers because they are a great way to hold yourself accountable for getting tasks done. I also use it to supplement my to-do list. I choose things that I do close to every day, so instead of having to write it out over and over, I can just color in the day. It's also helpful to see the whole month at once at the end, so I can know how much progress I've made and set my future goals accordingly. For the goals page, I wanted to tie in a little bit of the first 2 pages back into this spread. I used watercolor for everything except the lettering, and I used my light box to trace this fuzzy little honeybee in the corner. It was hard for me to come up with the look of this page because there wasn't much inspiration out there for honeybee themed goal pages. I really like how it turned out though, so I'm glad that I had to dig deep and get creative. My first goal this month is to be social for at least 30 minutes a day. Even though we're all social distancing, there are ways that I can make this happen. Whether it's calling a friend, FaceTiming my family, messaging with someone on Facebook, or something similar, I think that it's important I stay connected with people. I notice that I am happier, a lot happier when I'm connected with people. My second goal is to exercise for at least 30 minutes a day. I've been taking walks with my dog every day, and it's really helped to lift my spirits. Not only is my brain releasing endorphins from the exercise, but the sunshine helps me synthesize vitamin D. Great combo. My last goal is to get my DNRS practices done in the morning. It takes about 15 minutes to do each practice, and so before I was doing 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night. I like getting it done in the morning better because I've noticed that I have a longer lasting residual effect for my practices if I do them one after the other. If you'd like to learn more about DNRS, I have the website linked down below in the description box. I kept the weekly spread this month very simple. I don't have as much time as I would like to dedicate to my bullet journal this month, and so I used markers and washi tape to create this really simple look. I kept the half schedule / to-do list with the half DNRS journal look. I think I'm going to keep using this format until at least the end of this semester because I really like it. Even if you aren't training for DNRS, this space would be great to record thoughts of gratitude or to practice any other type of daily reflection journaling. One reason that I love bullet journaling is that it's a creative way to go about keeping my life organized and to practice good mental health habits. It's so easy to slip in moments of self-reflection and gratitude into a bullet journal. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to see weekly videos on bullet journaling, drawing, watercolor, and more. Take care, y'all.